What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be my first car review. I've got my buddy Owen here.
Yo.
And he has an 07 Honda Accord. So let's go ahead and get right up into this shit. Alright guys, so like I was saying, 07 Honda Accord. You see we got a little bumper delete. We got some sick looking tires. But instead of hearing me talk about my buddy's car, we're gonna go ahead and get into him telling you about it.
So pretty much all I have done to the car is a catback delete. Well, not a catback delete, fuck. I have a catback exhaust installed and a DC sports strut brace installed, because I do plan on taking this car to the track eventually. I also have gutted cats because the straight pipes on this car are discontinued. So I had to pull some redneck shit and do it my own way.
Hey, do it how you do it.
Exactly.
Alright. So, like you said, not a lot going on right now, but hey, it's a work in progress. So, he said he's got that DC Sport. You know, boys got to rep it. Got that muffler right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this next clip, do a little ride along, you know, just let him kind of explain a little bit about how it feels to have this car. All right guys, so we back. Got some photos in there. Go ahead and let you see that here in a second, but let's get into what it's like to have this Accord.
So basically, this car, it's a really reliable car. It comes with a K24, so if you know a thing or two about that, you could probably make a powerhouse out of this car.
Fair enough,
that's what I plan to do eventually.
Okay.
It's really nice. One thing I'd recommend: do not get the automatic trans because they will shit on you. Get a manual because manuals are stronger, they're more reliable, and they won't leave you stranded.
Okay, so is that something that you plan to do at some point?
Oh yeah, I plan on swapping this out with the Acura RSX Type S transmission.
Okay. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, performance-wise, other than that transmission, what you got in your head?
Right now I want to go all motor, you know, just to get a little feel for all motor. I've never really been able to build an all motor car.
Mm-hmm.
So this, you know, with it being mutation before, you can easily make 500 horsepower without opening the block.
Yeah.
So I plan to make probably at least around 400 just for now, 400 to 500, because that's really all you need.
Okay. So, I already asked him before we started rolling, but as you see, he's got the headliner delete as well.
Poor boy problems.
Yeah, poor boy problems. Pretty much in, you know, I would say it's in almost any Honda. You have headliner issues.
Oh yeah.
So, poor boy problems.
Well,
again.
normally the older ones, if I'm being
Yeah, like if you're talking early 2000s, 90s, stuff like that, they didn't know how to make headliners. Like, headliners were shit. So it was drooping. He said, fuck that shit, you know, go ahead and pull it off. Just because I know you guys are probably wondering what's up with that, but that's the case. You know, pretty sure my boy's got some plans for a headliner in the future, you know.
Starlights.
Yeah, there it is. Gotta hit that starlight.
Hell yeah.
Become a star boy.
Got to.
Do I get canceled for saying that? That's something else's shit. Oh, okay. Oh, look. There he goes. Anyways, so yeah, back to the car, because that's what this is about. Not fucking jokey shit. Serious shit. We're on serious shit. Anyways. So yeah.
Hey, maybe go. This dude has always been zesty with it. That's my boy, but he's always been zesty with it. It's not gay if you got socks on. I hope y'all know that.
Oh shit, I didn't put socks on. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Shit.
I
got the socks on. Oh shit.
Child locks on.
We're doing.
I can't get out.
Man said he's about to do driver delete. Ejectocito, cuz.
Ejectocito.
So, suspension wise, what do you think about?
Suspension wise, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I have been having a little bit of some steering problems recently.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's probably the bushings, because the bushings and the upper and lower control arms.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be the lower. I think it might be both. I don't know. But I've always heard that's the first thing to go on this car. So I do plan on doing the suspension overhaul, getting new OEM upper and lower control arms.
Okay.
Some TNT coilovers. Also, I have a strut brace in there that's to reduce body roll, because it has really bad body roll.
Yeah.
Get some polyurethane bushings, for more durability.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much all I have planned suspension-wise.
Okay. Let's see. So you talk about all motor, which means no turbo yet.
Yeah.
Any like tear apart the engine, hit the internals and everything?
Not anywhere in the near future. Maybe 2 to 3 years from now, maybe.
All right.
I'm not really building this, for high horsepower. Yes, it's going to be a powerhouse,
Mm-hmm.
but it's mainly going to serve as my daily and something I take to the track.
Okay.
Because on the cars, especially the Accords and Civics, they are, more track oriented.
Right.
They're not really meant to be driven in a straight line, and that's what I love about Hondas.
Yeah. So more or less, you're more for that toge type of deal,
Oh yeah, it's okay. Autocross.
Yeah.
All of that. I'm all for it.
Okay. Cool. All right. So discussing, we talked about get some headers and obviously the intake. Let it breathe and expel a little bit better. But what were you just saying?
So I got a off-brand VR rev limiter. They still work, just as fine. They have the same purpose.
Yeah.
So I opened up the package. I looked at the directions. I noticed there was nothing on there for Honda. And then I looked at the harnesses and shit, and I was like, damn, I just got swindled. I can't believe I got the wrong one. But then I did a little research. I went to the website, and I found out it's an easy fix. All I have to do is get the Type B harnesses, take out the harnesses it has now, replace them with the Type B harness.
Okay.
And I'll be good to go.
Alright, so you know what that means, guys. We're gonna hit that two-step shit.
Oh yeah, a little bit of two-step, a little bit of launch control.
Hell yeah.
Terrorizing the neighbors.
Oh yeah, hood shit, right?
Got to. Oh yeah.
Gotta get on that hoonigan.
R.I.P. Ken Block.
I love that we both were going to that same spot, like. But I mean, honestly, like, just riding around, like, he's taking these turns, I can feel just how little body roll there is just with that simple upper brace. Like, imagine this thing when he gets it where he wants it, as far as like suspension and all that, this thing is gonna hook and turn. Speaking of hooking, tire wise, like you were talking about possibly getting new tires at some point soon.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of tires would you like to get?
Right now I have these 18-inch by 8 10th gen SI wheels, so I have OEM wheels. Mainly because I want, more grip. I want it to stay to the ground. They are wrapped in 4CM Hexa Rs. Great tire. I'd recommend it. You can get them from Priority Tire. I got mine through Amazon because Priority Tire was being kind of tough, So it was a pain in the ass. So I got them through Amazon. Amazon is one of their retailers as well. So I just did that instead.
Okay.
I will let you know if you're planning on installing these on your own, you'll probably need one more person to help you, just because of the type of tire it is. It's really sticky. It's the sidewall is not like your regular sidewall. But yeah, overall, there's some really good tires. You just have to keep up, with the PSI, make sure that they're at the right PSI.
Right.
But they have really good tread well, really good design. I highly recommend it if you're getting in a track.
Yeah, because I know guys will see him at some point once he gets his car back up and running. I'm gonna do a review on his. He's got R888Rs, and he says those are like the stickiest tires he's ever had. So definitely something I've even looked into getting, and honestly, they're not that bad price.
You said it's the stickiest rubbers he ever had?
Yes, the stickiest rubbers.
So we just confirmed that man is sus. We just confirmed he's sus. Stickiest rubbers he's ever had. Yeah, I wouldn't know nothing about that. Fuck you staring at? Shitty BMW.
Want to race?
I don't know. He's going that way. No, he don't want.
Yeah, no, he don't want the smoke.
He don't want to mess up his daddy's BMW.
I mean, the paint on that's not that great either.
You sure it's not a wrap? I'm going! Calm down! And if you look to your right, you will notice we have distracted drivers. They're on their phone. Guess my boy getting rollers. Ooh. It's sliding.
Ooh, rollers.
But yeah, overall this is a really great car. It's a really fun car. You can make power out of this car for cheap, but like I said before, do not get the automatic transmission unless you don't know how to drive stick. If you know how to drive stick, get the manual. If you don't know, still I'd recommend learning manual.
Oh yeah.
Because that transmission, you have more tuning options with it. Better durability. But you will have to do transmission work just like every other Honda. You will have to get a new clutch. What else? Am I missing something? I'm probably missing something. Get a new clutch. Make sure you don't fuck up your gears. Don't strip your gears.
Yeah.
Can't have none of that. Also, get a new ECU. Get a new ECU if you plan on doing any type of transmission swap, because with the ECU it has in it now, it's gonna read, like a manual as an automatic, and that's gonna fuck up, your performance and your transmission in the long run. So obviously, get an ECU. Get a transmission with LSD. And yeah, just make sure you know what you're doing before you start throwing parts at your car.
There you go, from the man himself.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of the ECU, obviously, like you said, you wanted to swap this out for manual. Have you thought of what kind of ECU you were wanting to go with?
Probably, I don't know. I'm stuck between maybe an 8th gen SI ECU, but then again, I've heard good things about like a TSX Type S ECU, and then of course you have an RSX ECU. Me personally, I'm probably gonna go with the RSX ECU.
Okay.
Just because those cars are, the engine, the ECU is more geared towards, less of the economy stuff and more of like track and performance.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so interior wise, like Sparko seats or something. You said you want to delete the back seats.
Got to.
So yeah, tell me what your idea for the interior is.
Okay, so interior-wise, up front, I want to keep it, kind of like similar to stock, but like a crossover between race and stock. So I might swap out this seat for like a racing seat.
Okay.
Passenger seat, I'm probably not going to touch that because, passengers, they want the luxury.
Right.
Not everybody wants a race car feel. But I do want to take out the back seats because, just the extra weight, I really don't need it, especially in a track car. You really don't need extra weight, because you are going to be dealing with a lot of weight transfer, going, in between corners and, passing through cars and shit, like, especially in traffic. You don't want, too much weight in the back. You want as less weight as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, what about steering wheel? Gonna keep that stock, or are you thinking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the steering wheel stock.
Okay.
just because that's my preference, you know, like
Right.
OEM steering wheels. But I might swap it out for like another OEM steering wheel. I don't know, but I'm not gonna like mess with the steering wheel right now.
Right.
You know, I'm just gonna keep the steering wheel stock.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things that people forget is like when somebody's building their car, it's to their preference, you know? And a lot of people will sit here and bash, oh, you don't have this or you did that. Well, that's stupid. Bro, that's their style, you know? So I'm never going to sit here and go, oh, you kept it stock steering wheel. That's dumb as shit. Oh, if that's what you want. Like, that's your preference, your style. Like, and honestly, car community, get on with that mentality. Like, it's their build, you know?
Like, some people, I'm not gonna lie, there are some people that race out their cars. If that's what they like to do, then, you know, like, even though it looks stupid, you know, like, you don't always have to, like, talk shit to them. You know, you can just, like, talk about it with your buddies or whatever, but, like, never trash someone's build. I've seen people that have, you know, like, a right-styled exterior, but when you pop the hood, you know, all-built motor, turbo, their own slicks.
Like, they really pushing, like, they about the whole race aspect of the race.
Yeah, you can't really judge a book by its cover.
I mean, hell, my fucking wagon that I had, yeah, that shit was ricey as hell. Like,
but it was also, like, one thing about that wagon, it was also tastefully built. You could, like, even though it had, like, you know, like, shitty mud guards or whatever, like, you could also tell, like, that is someone's time and effort that they're putting into their car.
See, and I respect that more out of, like, a build than I do, like, what it is, you know? Like, I respect the fact that somebody took the time to do it the way that they wanted and put the time and effort into it, you know? It's not all about the, oh, you spent $1,500 on a hood, well, damn, you built clean, you know? Like,
well, also, I will say this about, you know, rice and things of that nature. Most rice builds, if you look at the quality and stuff like that, it's really rushed, you know? You have to, when you're building a car, one thing that somebody taught me, you want to take your time on it.
Right.
You want to, you know, of course, do your research, do your homework, but build it to your specs.
Yeah.
You know, don't build it the way somebody else wanted you to do it just because, you know, you post a picture of your car on the gram or whatever, and they say, oh, you should build it to do this or that or whatever. All I heard, like, basically what I heard from that comment is I have no money, so I'm basically telling people what to do to their car because I don't have a car myself.
Backseat builders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah. I plan on not rushing this build. Like, nothing about this build has been rushed, other than the headliner.
Well,
But
can you really call the headliner rush though? You took step one in the process of the headliner, so it's not technically rushed. It's just a process in the process.
Oh yeah, and plus, you know, droopy headliners that, you know, that was bound to become a safety hazard at some point. So, you know, I just went ahead and deleted it. Since I am going for the track style, I don't really plan on doing anything to the headliner right now. Maybe starlights in the future, or maybe a custom headliner.
Right.
But right now I really don't plan on touching the headliner at all.
Yeah, I mean, that can come at a later date. Like, your focus for this is a daily driver / track car. So the main focus should be that track aspect, you know?
Oh yeah.
Headliner, no headliner, that doesn't affect your trackability. So
it really doesn't. Some people have like a mentality of like, oh, cosmetics, you know, they might affect performance. I don't really agree with that. Cosmetics are on the car, you know, they're designed to look a certain way for a reason. But you can always spice up your interior, change up the cosmetics, like put a front lip on your bumper, slap on spoilers, you know, like roof guards, you know, you can always do that.
Yeah.
But really with this car, I'm more focused on, you know, the steering, the suspension, engine performance, and a little bit of aerodynamics. I'm mostly focused on performance and, you know, suspension.
Right.
Because you don't want to have like a, for example, you don't want to have like a 4,000 pound rig, you know, that can't take corners because it weighs too much and it has a V8 in it. Yeah. You want a car that has a good body design with aerodynamics, something within your price range that you can afford, and something that can be tastefully built to your specifications, not what other people think about them. Right. You know, because at the end of the day, you have to remember it's your build.
Yeah.
Nobody else's.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that 100%. You know, if you've got a goal in mind for your car, there's a certain level of you have to stick to it kind of thing. But at the end of the day, if you build it a certain way, that is how you wanted to do it, not, I mean, unless you're really trying to just go out to impress everybody else. But the problem with that is what one person likes, somebody else doesn't. So you're always going to have somebody hate on the build. So build for you, not for other people, you know?
Yeah, like, I'm not going to lie. Some people, you know, they would stance a car like this. I thought about stancing a car, you know, this car. But then I realized, you know, after I did, you know, my homework and I had some time to myself to think about it, that I don't want to do like a stance build. You know, this isn't, you know, with this car, I don't want to do a stance build. I want to do like a daily slash, you know, track build. Yeah. Because really, I don't really, you know, go to indoor exhibits that much, you know, car shows and things of that nature. Like, I'll pop up every now and then, but right now, you know, I'm not really going to car shows like I used to.
Yeah, same here, honestly. Ooh, that pop though.
Twisty roads.
Yeah.
Up here? Or I don't know, it might be the other place.
Just mind. See, another issue with the whole stance build in this state, the roads are trash. They really are. You sit here, you put a vehicle on its nuts like that, and chances are you're screwing something up because you're hitting potholes left and right.
I mean, we live in the South, so, you know, we don't really have good roads. I mean, yeah, like a road like this, perfect, you know.
Yeah, we say this as we're on probably one of the best roads in the state.
You know, it's not, there's not a pothole in sight, but, yeah, you know, there are roads that aren't really kept up in good condition. They're poorly kept.
Kramer Road.
Oh, yeah.
God, that road sucks. But, yeah, I mean, to sit here and be sitting on like washers is kind of dumb to do in here. I'm not saying washer or like washer suspension is dumb in general, because I've seen some people who do it and, you know, they make it look good, and they live in an area where the roads are well enough that they can do that and not have to worry about bottoming out, because whatever, you know. But like here, it's not really feasible to do that because you're gonna constantly be messing something up.
Like a lot of people in the stance community, and this is just straight facts. I'm not looking down on anybody. I'm not talking shit. I'm not clowning anybody. Right. They go to a lot of car meets, indoor and outdoor, but their car isn't meant for performance. It's more look for the aesthetic. It's basically a pavement princess.
Yeah, show cars, you know. Pavement princess. My issue with pavement princess is but have never seen a dirt road in their life. Funny I mentioned Kramer, because here we are, Kramer Road. But this is a nice twisty ass road too, though.
See, and I don't even have to touch the brakes around these corners.
Yeah.
I'll set that as almost lit off the road. I was not expecting that turn.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few Hondas in my lifetime, and honestly, for the handling of them, they're amazing, you know? Like, a lot of people joke on them, oh, it's a Honda, it's not going to do much unless it's got a laptop. Y'all are sleeping on Hondas, honestly.
No, that's not true. I mean, to some extent, it can be true if, you know, you're looking for horsepower, you know, the racing aspect,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But Honda is good power cheap.
Yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, if you're trying to take a Civic or an Accord down the quarter mile, you're going to have to sink so much into it and do a lot in order to achieve the power to get a good quarter time.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not what Hondas were meant for. Hondas were meant more for the handling, you know? Look. It's
Honda.
a twin.
Twin. My twin's right there. I haven't seen him in months. I miss him.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Answer my phone calls, you stupid bitch! Sorry about that. My twin is just really disrespectful with it, so.
Another road that's got a lot of twists and turns. I can't tell you how many times I would just rocket through here in the wagon or the Santa Fe.
Man, I wish a wagon was still around.
Same here. Like, low-key, I do miss it, but in order to have gotten that back running, I would have had to tear down the engine because the timing had snapped and screwed all the valves. Like, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with all that.
No, not today.
Hey, I might turn, depending on how everything goes, I might turn the Galant into a project and just give me something to daily. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of my car reviews. I plan to do plenty more of these over the coming weeks, months, whatever. I also want to get some more stuff done to the car. Go ahead and do a re-review on Owen's car. But we're going to give him some time, you know, let him do some things to it before we get back onto his. Also, big shout out to him. I'm going to put his YouTube channel in the description. Go check his channel out. We also did a ride-along the same day that we recorded this video. So yeah, go check that out. Kind of got a little unhinged in his video, so, you know, it is what it is. But on that note, like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I've got a quick little edit that I put together, and then, you know, my little outro. So I'll see you guys next time.